Testicles 1, 2.
We back. We back.
Yup, yup. Welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy Trebles Garcia, and joining me in the 1 to 2s today, we got again the best co-host in the motherfucking planet, my homie Big Tank. Salute, my boy.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you been, my boy?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Trying to catch up with life. You know how it is.
Hey, seriously, you can't mess with it because it'll fuck you over.
Yeah, we can just go with the flow sometimes. Today we got a very awesome topic that's probably gonna blow the motherfucking mind out of your skull. And but right before we get into it, I want to open up with the baddest segment in the world, and it's called "What is Happening." Take it over, my boy.
Right. And today on What is Happening, I'm giving you two stories. You guys know that I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think. First off, I'm coming to you from the deep south in a small Mexico city in Chihuahua, Mexico, where a kid goes missing and vanishes for a week. He was in a house, private property. They don't know what happened.
How old is the kid?
He was 4 years old.
What?
They find him 600 miles away in the Yucatan Peninsula.
600 miles away?
Correct. They don't even know how he got there, what happened, or anything. He had no recollection. His last recollection was being inside his room.
Abduction?
Time loop?
I don't know, man. That is a freaking crazy story. You know, there's been a lot of stories out there like that too. People getting lost in the forest and then getting found like hundreds of miles down the river, and then they think they've been missing for like maybe 30 minutes. In reality, they've been missing for like 5 days. That's freaking insane, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy shit.
It's fucking crazy. Honestly, I mean, I'm thinking something happened. It could have been anything. It could have been people picked him up, drugged him, whatever it was. They didn't contact his parents until about 5 days in after they ran him. They tried doing it locally. Police tried looking for him locally. He kept on saying no, that he was from so and so, but they didn't believe him. He had no idea how he had gotten there.
This is insane.
It is. Imagine.
I think the only thing that I could actually bring up to this case is say, what is happening?
What is happening, right?
For real, my boy. That is a badass story, dude. What happened? Was he like sick? Was he ill? Was he like any scratches or anything? Any wounds?
Normal kid goes to school every day. Well, I don't know if right now during the pandemic, but normal day, he's in his house, in his room. All of a sudden disappears. Mom goes crazy looking for him. Nothing to be found.
Oh, so the mom was near him.
Yes. No. It wasn't like they left him alone and he just vanished.
Maybe a kidnapping happened, something that they missed. A family member, a drug addict.
I mean, kids are pretty much, how would I put it, truth tellers. They're the closest we got to truth tellers to drunks.
Yeah.
So it begs to differ. What is happening?
It's a weird one, man. What is happening? Whoa. That's pretty cool. What's your second one, man?
Second one, we're going into the up, and beyond. A star has gone missing that has been popped up for over 2 decades.
A star went missing?
Yes.
What do you mean, like a supernova?
No, a star, regular star. A sun out far in the way in the galaxy, 75 million light years away.
Wow. And we've been tracking this? Did it blow up? Did it fume out?
Scientists theorize that it's a black hole in the making. That's the only thing they could think of.
A motherfucking portal, my boy.
Right?
Yeah. That is a trip.
That's the only thing that they could come to the conclusion. It didn't burn out, anything. Scientists have been working around the clock.
That is crazy because you know what, the light that we're looking at from the stars, what is in space right now, it's like light years away.
Exactly. And it takes time.
It takes time for the light to reach our eyes. So we're basically back in time. You get me? So
It,
that's been a black hole already for a long ass time. We just found out that it became a black hole, if it is a black hole.
it barely
So we're
reached us. It barely reached our line of sight.
yeah. Lord, that is fucking crazy, dude. That is crazy, my boy. Wow.
Honestly, my official verdict
Mhm.
is we could be in for something big.
Yeah, we could. Well, maybe we already knew about it. They're just letting us know, us, the public, the regular Joes.
Right. See, it's like 2 weeks ago, not even like about 2, 3 months ago, that giant asteroid that was gonna pass by the Earth within a couple of
Yeah,
mile
I
range.
remember that one. All the freaking Christians were going crazy. All the religious people were going blah, 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 blah. And then the politics were trying to hide it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we need to step our
I kind
space
of heard that
technology
China
up.
had a, yeah, I kind of heard that China sent something up there and then they diverted it by shooting an atomic bomb into it or something like that. Look it up.
There's
If
a
you guys
bunch
don't
of
believe
stuff.
me, look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
It's a
you
bunch
guys
of
want to
theories out there,
follow
huh?
up on this? Let us know. We'll follow up on this. Give us your
Definitely.
2 cents.
Or if you have any other badass stories that you know about locally in your locally town or in another country, let us know. We're gonna set the plug. We finally have an IG ready and an email ready where you're gonna be able to send us all your information, and we're hoping to get back to you soon.
Right, right, right. Yes, we are.
This is a pretty cool segment, man. And I love the stories that you brought in today. This kind of like the way that I like it to flow because we're about to open up a topic that it needs all our attention, and I want to deliver this message to the people that are listening to this. Not because I am right or because you are wrong or anything like that, just because there is a lot more that meets the eye. And I gotta thank you for this because you gave me this idea in the previous episode we had, our first episode that's already published, by the way. Um, the education system in the United States of America, or better yet, the education system in the world, along with everything that is indoctrinated into our brains at a young age.
Wow. Honestly, my personal opinion is we're taught whatever they want us to believe. And just to keep us enough above to keep, how would I put it? If you have potential, you will continue to study. So they set the bare minimum,
Hmm.
just enough for you to be, for them to tell you, oh, well, you're able to go work. You have a diploma now. You have a degree.
Even at that, bro. Even at that, check this out, man. I'm gonna tell you something that's probably you're gonna be like, what the fuck? The education system. Even if you are smart enough to go into college, right, and then you graduate college and you want to become a doctor, right? You have to go to college for 8 years, and then you become a medicine doctor, a medical doctor, right? Even at the medical doctor, if you want to specialize into something, they divided. You can't just learn medicine in general. You
Oh
cannot be a
no, oh no.
specialist in everything. You have to be either you're
A
somebody that
subsection, a
yeah,
subsection.
exactly. You're dealing with the heart, or you're dealing with the brain, or you're dealing with the bones, or with the nerves. So there's many types of doctors out there that specialize in special needs of the human body, or special conditions. You get me, or viruses or whatever. So it's
Micromanaging.
exactly. So they divided the doctors into what they want you to learn. Even on top of that, even the doctors, they are not free to study medicine the way they used to do it in the past, where they used to study it with, like, for example, the coronavirus right now could be, let's just hypothetically, that can be fixed or can be cured with plants. You know what I mean? It's not like that anymore. People now, they have to study specific drugs, and the pharmaceutical companies tells you, sign this contract. We're gonna give you, we're gonna fund all your research, and then but you have to push this drug upon the people and make sure that these people are always buying this drug, and that the people's insurance is always buying this type of drug. For example, the biggest example is fucking cancer. Cancer has been a, a killer for what? How many years already? Fucking 50, 60 years, even more
At
possibly.
least, at
You
least.
know, and then they've never found a cure, and they're pushing all this radiation into your bloodstream to keep you fighting cancer, supposedly, but only a handful of people survive that a year. You get what I'm saying? Some people die because of the radiation instead of dying because of cancer. So, their main focus is to make sure that you are being dumbed down or divided. From a very fucking young age, bro. Since we go to kindergarten, we are taught that the world is round, that the first president of America is Washington, but they don't teach us the deep end. They don't teach us that Washington had slaves. You know what I mean? That
Oh yeah, they
most of
don't.
the beginning of the history of the U.S. is the freaking British and the Europeans came into this country to kill the Native Americans. They don't show us that. They don't tell us that. They give us the important battles, the important sections, and the important people. But just because they don't want the rest of everybody standing up for what's right, but they don't teach you what like the deep end, bro. What you really need to know. They don't want you to. They don't want you to join forces. They don't want you to. They don't want you to know beyond what they want you to know. You get me?
You know why?
Why? What do you think?
Because the victor, the winner, or the people in charge are the ones that tell you what to think.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
Mm-hmm.
it's how would you put it? Put it this way: if Adolf Hitler would have won World War II, there
What
would
would you
be
learn in the fucking textbooks if he would have won, bro?
he would be a hero. He wouldn't
He would have
be
been a hero. We would have been probably on lockdown. Our we would probably been socialists, nationalists,
yes,
and if we would all be serving another type of government
exactly,
with a different type of mentality,
but we wouldn't question it,
and we wouldn't question
right?
it.
Why?
Exactly.
Because the victor is the one that decides how the story gets told. And
Exactly.
that's
And how it's
exactly
going to
what's
end.
pushed down. Exactly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm,
see?
mm-hmm.
So it all starts at that point. Why doesn't, okay, there is a certain percentages of students that don't go on to college. Why don't
Mm-hmm.
they start teaching finances in high school to better prepare the people, the working bees, the collar people?
Yeah,
Why don't they start
they
teaching
don't.
that?
They
They
don't.
don't.
They want you to go into
They want
college and go into a fucking financial debt. When you come out of college, you have to work to pay that debt off, not to necessarily become rich or even do what you want to do because there's only so many limited amount of studies that you can do. If I want to grow up and be a professional fucking I don't know, a fucking trumpet player. I can't be a fucking professional trumpet player because there's no jobs for being a trumpet player. You have to go into a field and you're forced to go into a field that it's basically in growth or in demand for the general public. You get what I'm saying?
that's a point.
But basically forcing you to become something you don't want to, bro. You have to be part of the system. You have to play ball by their rules. It's always like that, my guy. Always like that.
They guide you, they tell you that you have the right to pick, but they're the ones guiding you into the path to pick.
Yeah. But here, and if you work like you and I know you and I, we used to live in a very, let's say, ghetto area.
Yeah,
Um,
all
when
day.
you, yeah, and now, for example, the people, Hispanic people and Black people, our communities, are the ones affected the most. And I'm gonna show you something. And I'm gonna tell you something why. In our communities, you send your kid into a public school, I bet you bet your ass that fucking kid is gonna be eating shitty ass fucking food in the lunch compared to a white kid out in fucking Orange County in fucking Lake Forest. And most of the supposedly public schools out there are rich, bro. They got money, my guy. You know what I mean? They feed their kids differently. They teach the kids differently. Their curriculums are differently. Their teachers have high wages with high morals that are happy to teach and we actually mold brains in certain areas. But you go to the ghetto, the teachers are always freaking boycotting. They're always freaking going against the government or against the school district because they're getting underpaid. The schools are the classes are holding 30 to 40 kids in one classroom. One teacher has to teach and mold all those kids. When you go into a classroom in a public school out in Lake Forest, for example, or San Jacinto, or Calabasas, they have 15 kids, 10 kids, private schools, tutors.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's insane, bro. How do you expect those kids to learn out in the ghetto? And then they grow up, right? They grow up. They have this system, this grading system, where you have to hit a B or a C. I mean, or hit a B or an A to pass. Most of these kids are C's or D's. Most of them, myself, I was a fucking F student. I was a bad fucking student. I didn't like going to school for the same fucking reason. I was in the system. I went through some shit. I lived in the ghetto. I didn't have a role model. I wasn't being pushed. But I'm not saying I'm not saying those are my excuses why I didn't go to college. But I'm saying if the education system would have been a little bit better and sheltered me a little bit better or guided me a little bit better, I'll bet your ass, dog, that I would have been rich by now and a professional more than what I already am. You get what
See,
I'm saying?
that goes into another topic.
Mm.
Why don't they offer something for kids to deal with all the mental stress that they get put under? A certain subject just for that. we've all heard of teenagers hanging themselves that they go through so much stress. And
Mm-hmm.
colleges, they offer these type of classes so
Mm-hmm.
you don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You see?
You. Mhm. I think also that has to do a lot with social media, my dude. This is just my opinion, and I wanna add to what your idea is, what you just brought up right now, moving into shifting my focus into what you're saying. Um, Social media, dude. I don't know if you noticed. Social media, dude. You're liking pictures and you're seeing what the role models are. The role models have 1,000, 100,000, a million likes, a million followers, and you want to be like them. You want to show off like them. You want to be part of what they are and be a part of that world. You get me? So you get to a point where you're fake or you're trying to be like them, and people see that and then they start bullying you. Oh, you're not cool. You can't be my homie. You can't roll with us. You're not here. You're not there. You know what I mean? And not all of us have that potential to be leaders and be a center of focus or not give a fuck what the people say about you. A lot of people take that to their heart, specifically kids in the ghetto that don't have parents, that don't have a two parent household, that only live with their parent, with their mom, or they're getting molested, etc., etc., etc. They're building victims on victims on victims, not only physical victims with their bodies, but they're also in their fucking minds and in their emotion. And that's what causes them to go and kill themselves or become gangsters or become murderers, etc., etc. You know what I mean, right? It's a domino effect, like exactly how you told me in the last episode.
You see? That's the whole point. How can you try to say, well, you know what, study for this when they see an easy alternative to it?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. And then the kids out here, if you don't push them, dude, let's say you have a child, right? You have a kid, and you
Yes.
want him to go to college and become good, not because he's gonna pay your bills when you're old and wipe your ass when you have diapers
Oh,
on.
no,
No,
no, no,
no,
no.
no,
I
no.
want it
Not
for him.
because you want him to do good. You want him to marry a good woman. You want him to eat food, be healthy, and buy a house and have enough money in the bank to put away for his kid, for your grandchild. And to pass it on to his generation. You want to leave a legacy for him to pick up on and then leave another legacy for him. You want the best for him. See, your child is a lucky child because he has a two-parent household and you're going to be able to push him and give him the best of life because you and I, we are woke. But those kids right now in the street, sons of prostitutes that they see their mom get beat by plenty of men, not just one. You understand? Or they get harassed
Yes, yeah.
and they're victims on victims, and this is all part of the education system. Did you know that also that banks did not only in the 90s, Joe Biden, but you can look this up, bro. You can look this up. Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton in the 90s, they were part of a movement to basically exclude bank loans to poor people, specifically colored broke people in the ghetto. So when a ghetto person living in Compton, for example, went up to the bank and asked them for a loan to purchase a house, they would tell them no. Why? Because you live in Compton, because the possibility of you going to jail is 4 out of 5. You get what I'm saying? Because your kids go to public school and you only have a minimum wage job and you don't live with your baby daddy, for example. So you do not approve. We don't approve a loan for you because of your status, not because you're a human being or because you deserve a house. They don't see the outside world. They just see of basically the label they just put on your forehead, and because of
See,
where you at and who you are and your color of the skin.
this is a wave that just keeps on coming and coming with more and more stuff that we just don't see. Yes, we could all think, well, yeah, it's because of school, we don't have funding. No, that is not true. The
Mm.
money is out there. That's
Yeah,
never been a problem. The money is out there. The only problem is how are you gonna teach somebody, and how is somebody gonna listen if the person teaching is not enthusiastic? It's not per se not getting paid enough. We've all had that
exactly.
moment. We've all had
Yeah,
that moment in our jobs. Fuck this shit. I'm not gonna do it. They ain't paying me enough.
yeah, hell yeah, bro, hell
I
yeah.
I go through that at least once every day during one thing I'm doing or I'm not doing. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. I don't get paid enough for this. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna take
yeah.
my sweet ass time. I get paid by
We
the
were
hour.
in high school. We were in high school and we seen teachers out of nowhere disappear. They'll be there and then they'll be there for years. And then after 5 6 years, right? Or you know them for like the first 3 years of your high school, and on your senior year, you see them and they're gone. What happened to Mr. This or Mrs. That or Miss This? Oh, he left. And then you have a substitute for the next 6 months. You get what I'm saying? And
He don't care.
he don't care about the
Okay.
curriculum. He don't care what the teacher left off on your teachings. They just get the scrapbook and they give you a little workbook and tell a color over here. That's what they tell you. That's basically what they
Yeah.
tell you.
You know what? I've only had one teacher that's honestly I could honestly say that he actually gave a crap.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have to give him a shout out. This goes off to Mr. Griff and his
Mm.
associate Kidder. They were the only ones there that actually loved to teach per
And,
se.
you know, Kidder has a lot of conspiracy surrounding him also.
Oh
Did you know
yeah, yeah.
that?
I
Let's
do.
leave that. Let's leave that for another episode.
But I will have to say this. Yeah, we will touch that on that later.
Yeah.
But I will say this: out of my whole 12 plus years of in the education system, I did not have a teacher that meant more to me than them. Why? Because they were actually talking what they wanted, and I have to say that's pretty sad, especially when you get into middle school and high school, where you see 6, 7 teachers a day, and
Mm-hmm.
for only one to really stand out to you, that's pretty sad. All of this affects people. Okay, now we're talking about in the U.S. Let's
Mm.
talk about, I don't want to say third world countries, but let's just say countries where they see criminal gang activities, they're
Yeah.
making more than what a regular teacher
Well.
lawyer
Well.
makes.
Uh huh.
So what do you think? What do you think the government does? They don't do anything.
Dude, but you know, in third world countries, let's just say, for example, Mexico. My wife is Salvadorian. I've visited El Salvador and I've seen how people live. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, El Salvador. No, no, no. I'm not saying anything. I'm Latino myself. My adopted parents are Mexicans. My real parents are from Guatemala. I mean, I have a little bit of everything inside me. You know, I like to live that lifestyle. But um, to the point, bro, the third world countries, like, they have real good and high educated system. Their math at a fourth grade level, they're doing algebra, bro. I was doing algebra in
Yes,
fucking senior year in high school.
right?
Okay. But the thing is this, you have to pay for the education. And people out
Yes,
there, because of the economy, because the politicians are always stealing the money from the government, um, they don't have the money to pay the education for their kids. But the education is actually decent, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
But how do you measure up to people? How can you honestly? How if you were a teacher? How can you tell? How can you tell your kid? Tell them no, keep on studying. When they see people living a fast, easy lifestyle at that moment, probably same age, 15,
Uh
16,
huh. Uh huh.
14, 13 years old, with
Mm-hmm.
stacks of cash.
They joined the fucking cartel. I would have done the same fucking thing.
Honestly, so would I.
Yeah, I would have joined the fucking cartel. I
See,
wouldn't think about it twice.
but
Cause see,
that's
that's
a
because of the mentality we have.
no, but that's not it. That's not it though. That all comes down to the government not pushing them. The government right there is saying, you know what? If you want to study, you can study. If you don't. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
See, in the U.S., we have the supposedly No Child Left Behind
Oh
program,
yeah. Uh huh. Uh huh.
which every child has been left behind.
Yeah. Right.
But
Exactly.
that all comes to the same thing though.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
it's a cycle that never ends, man. It's kind of like the same thing that's happening with religion. I want to give a quick disclaimer. I am not here to bash Christians. I am not here to bash Catholics. I respect all types of religion. I think my motto is respect me and I will respect you back. I'll give you all the respect in the world, even if I don't know you. I don't care what color skin you are. I don't care if you're wearing a turban or you're wearing fucking lingerie and you're worshiping Satan. I don't care. That is your problem. That is your lifestyle, not mine. So I do respect everybody, and please don't get offended for what I'm about to say. But my point of view, again, my point of view is if you look at the history of all these religions, the top three religions in the world is being Muslim, Jew, and or Christian. You know, the three main religions in the world. And you look at these religions, and they're all the same. They just teach you the same story with different names and different color and different contrasts. And it's the same thing. Like you go to a freaking Catholic church in Mexico and or in the Middle East or wherever you go to church and you start worshiping at a very young age, you think that they are teaching you how to be in within salvation and within God's reach and how to live a perfect life under that doctrine. But you go down the street, you go to another church that is a different doctrine or a different domination. they're gonna tell you the same fucking thing that the other church was fucking telling you. You want
with a different
it's
character.
with a different fucking character, or even the same character but with just different meaning, different translations of what the Bible is for them. And this is why personally myself, I don't believe in any type of religion. I live a very peaceful life, and I respect other people's religion and shit. But like, to be honest, dog, like I hate the fact that I had to step in somewhere and they tell me the only way that you're gonna get salvation is through us because everybody else is wrong. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I know enough to know that the Bible was written in Greek, in Latin, and in Hebrew before it was ever written in Spanish. And that was thousands of years ago. And I know for a fact that there's words in different languages that don't mean the same thing in other languages. That
They
is
don't add
fucking
up.
basic. Not, yeah, they don't add up. That is basic language. Also, I do know that the Roman Catholic Church and the kings of all of Europe in Rome also, they changed the Bible, and it is the Bible that we read now. And that Bible has been washed all fucking crazy upon for the past for the past 2,000 years.
At
AD,
least,
at least. Okay, so I'm saying AD because I don't know how many years there was before AD and BC.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, like, you think you're gonna come over here and tell me that in the past 2,000 years you're gonna be teaching the same thing over and over to everybody, and not one person's gonna get corrupted, and not one person's gonna try to lie to you to make a little buck on the side? That's bullshit. If that was true, there wouldn't exist all these other types of fucking religions in the same fucking category under Jesus Christ, for example. There's two types of fucking this. I don't know how many types of being Muslim. The Muslim religion is also fucking divided the same way the Christians are. You know, it's insane, dude. And it's the same thing. Like I told you, they educate you in what they want you to know, how they want you to think, how they want you to dress, what they want you to believe, so that you contribute into their establishment, not your establishment, not your brain, into their establishment. They want you to live in the pecking order of how they want you to live. You get me? They choose. They choose your beginning and end.
I totally agree with you. Look, we all know. Look, personally,
Mm-hmm.
I was born a Catholic.
Mm.
Church every 8 days since I was small. Yes, I would go to church. I did all my commandments. I got my I got my first communion, my confirmation, and so forth. I even got married, which is a commandment technically.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm a Catholic. Okay. Do I agree with everything? No. My personal views on the actual church itself, the Roman Catholic Church, on my religion, it's a business enterprise.
Mm.
And don't get offended,
Mm-hmm.
don't get mad, but that's exactly what it is. It's the richest, most wealthiest business enterprise there is in the world. Bill Gates, petroleum don't got shit on them. All the oil
Not
companies
Nazi
don't
Germany
match it.
don't got shit on them.
That exactly the point.
Not
For the
and they were
simple
protect.
fact,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
for the simple fact that they don't sell anything, they don't pay anything for labor, and
Mm-hmm.
they get money.
Yeah. In order to congregate into not only the Catholics, the Apostolic and the
No, no,
Pentecostals and the fucking
everybody.
Lutherans, everybody does that. You go into their congregation and they automatically want to charge you 10% of your fucking monthly income just to be part of their group because the Bible
Yes,
says.
they have a
Okay,
collection. Oh,
yeah.
we're
Oh
trying to
my
do
God,
this. We're trying to
yeah,
do that.
yeah. What the
Hey,
fuck, dude?
oh, today we're gonna be passing on another collection. See,
Yeah,
here's the
yeah.
thing.
I bet you this: they don't pay not one dime of taxes out of all that money they collected.
Oh no, no, no,
Not one
because
dime, my
they're
friend.
church, they're
Because they're a church.
religion.
Religion and state are completely different. What?
Yes,
They're
even
completely
though it's the
divided.
exact same thing.
Where does all that money go to? Because I don't see new flowers. I don't see you guys. I mean, shit. Supposedly the wealth is gonna come right back up. No, fuck no, man. I'm working at the same fucking dead end job, and I don't see no fucking growth. Like I ain't trying to be. So I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip church today. I'm gonna go visit the other church and see how they treat me if I pay them 10% of my money too.
But somehow we see a bunch of priests, bishops, popes with all these fancy, extravagant
But you were supposed to be humble.
clothing. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly my point. Look,
Mm-hmm.
my personal opinion in any religion, it's they basically get taught to be a teacher per se, to give out their opinion on what they see, on what the Bible is.
Mm.
It's never been said you could have two priests, and this is a fact, read the
Mm-hmm.
same passage, and they will interpret it differently. Look, this is how I feel about it, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we're doing here. We're giving you our 2 cents.
Our
The,
opinion.
we don't think we're right. This is just we're telling you. That's exactly what they're doing, but they're using the Lord's name.
Mm.
So as you can see, that all affects people.
That affects people, and it affects you even worse when you're getting taught all of this as a kid, as a child. I have a
Yes.
personal experience, my guy. I know a couple people. I'm not gonna mention any names because I don't want them to be hurt or anything. But I know a couple people in my life that are extremely religious in a certain type of field, in a certain type of domination and doctrine, and they take it up the ass just because I am different. I'm tatted up. I'm bald. I do my thing. I live my lifestyle. I'm a leader. And if you don't want to join me, then you could go join somewhere else. I'm that type of dude. I'm not a rebel or anything. I respect them. But because I don't want to live their lifestyle, they attack me. And it's because and I don't blame them. I blame their education because they were taught this at a very, very young age, maybe as a fucking 4-year-old, and to this day they think that they are right and I am wrong just because I live my lifestyle. They don't have what I like to call mutual respect. They don't want to coexist with me. No, they just want me to be like them. And that is completely wrong, bro. That is wrong. That is just like a white person saying calling the N-word to a black person and rejecting them because they're black. So you're rejecting me because I'm not part of your group. It,
See, but that is wrong. Why? Because you're taught in the Bible that Jesus came to this world and preached, and people treated him because he was different.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You see, so anybody that is actually religious and that claims to be religious should know that everybody has a free will. Yes, you can try to teach them a better lifestyle, a better way in your mind
mm-hmm,
that you think is a better
mm-hmm.
way, but you should not question their beliefs, whether they're right or
Whether
wrong.
what you
See,
think
that's
if
a,
it's right or wrong. Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Yeah, man. This has been a great topic, dude. I think it was very informational from both of us. We both got to share our opinions, and it's been really good, man. It's been really good. I really appreciate that you're out here with me right now, kicking ass, because that's what we're doing. We're fucking kicking ass, and I really hope that our listeners don't get offended because it's just you could do this yourself. This is a platform for everybody. This is free media, bro. You could let the world know what you think, and then you could hit them back with what you think. And as long as we respect each other and we coexist, this is what we're here for. And at the end of the day, if we divide each other, that's what the government wants. That's what religion wants. They want to divide us. They want to keep us divided, because divided, we're going to fall, and we're going to fall in line to what they want us to do. And it's been good, bro. It's been good. I think it was a little bit on the heavy end. I don't know if you mind. Let's just move on to the next segment to call it a night. You know what I mean? It was a
I
heavy
get you.
conversation, my boy. It was a heavy conversation for us today.
It was, and I want to hear, just letting y'all people know, I want to hear all the criticism, and I will gladly take it because I want to see your view, and that's what it's all about. I want to see your 2 cents match up with my 2 cents, and take it to the bank of knowledge,
Yep.
and just keep on piling it up.
That's exactly what we're here for. That is exactly what we're here. You took the words out of my mouth. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. Now to ease it up a little bit, we're about to give you my best part of this episode. I like to call it. I mean, I like to call it Cannon, but it's not gonna be called Cannon anymore. Today I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna give you something, Big Tank. I want you to join with me, all right, bro? I want you to crack this shit open with me. You ready or what? I'm
I'm
going.
ready.
I'm going to give
Ooh,
you.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna give you 3 names, and I want you to do the rest. All right. This is called MFK. All right. All right. Here we go. Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Mia Khalifa. You gotta marry one, fuck one, and kill one. Go.
Oh, okay.
You weren't ready for this one, were you?
Personally, I this is a game changer. Full 180, mind blown, looking at stars.
You gotta marry one, fuck one, and kill one. Remember, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Mia Khalifa.
Look, I'ma kill Mia Khalifa. I got my reasons.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I'ma fuck Michelle Obama.
Okay. All right.
I'ma marry Hillary because she's smart as fuck and she's
She got the
making
power.
moves. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I'd probably be like, let me see. Okay, I'll marry Mia Khalifa. She a porn
You
star.
would.
She a porn star,
I
bro.
know you would.
She
I
owe me
know.
something, bro. She didn't give me some bomb hit. I don't know. I'll kill Hillary Clinton for being a pedophile, and I'll fuck Michelle Obama because she probably black. She have big old booty. I don't know.
See,
All
and that's
right,
why we're here. That's
that's what
why
we're
we're
here
here
for.
because we want to hear your 2 cents.
That is crazy, man. I really appreciate all of you. Yo, Big Tank, where can they find you, man, real quick?
Catch me on all social media platforms at EKNATIVIX. It's EKNATIVIX. On all social media platforms, let me know. Send me messages or something that you want to hear. Let me know. Did I say something that offended you? Let me know.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm open. I don't mind opening my eyes to see your point of view.
Yep.
You might change me.
If you're right, you're right. You know, if you're wrong, you're wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. You could find me at Trebles Garcia, TREBLES GARCIA on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and any other social medias. We just opened up a social media. I mean, an Instagram for Paranoid Radio. It's under Paranoid Radio. That's Paranoid PARANOI, not Paranoid. Paranoid Radio. Um, and you could also send us an email at paranoidradio@gmail.com. Again, PARANOI radio@gmail.com. Email us. Give us your stories. Give us your questions. Let us know what the fuck is going on in your mind. Share us something. If you want to come on the cast, let us know. We'll link up with you and we'll set you up and you'll be able to express yourself free of judgment with a bright mentality and with two people that are going to support your thoughts, not challenge your thoughts. Support your thoughts and emphasize everything that you need to speak up to the world. I think we need to emphasize on bringing truth to the planet. And if you want to bring that truth to the planet, go ahead and bring it up. We could be your platform. Hit us up again, paranoidradio@gmail.com or paranoid at Instagram.
That is right. And this goes out to everybody. To all of my truth seekers, my conspiracy theory artists that are out there. Or if you just like to make a little bit of mayhem in this chaotic world. This
Yep.
is why we're here.
Let's make the movement. Let's bring it out. Thank you so much for being with me today, Big Tank. I really appreciate it. I always enjoy these conversations, man. It's an honor having you as my co-host, and I hope we keep it rolling, bro.
That's what we're here for. And appreciate all the love you've given me. And let's keep the good times going.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Until next time.
Thank you.